on the other side for the Sky, 4 different players have knocked down a triple. So you're seeing more of that balanced scoring attack.
Mabry, the game's leading scorer, with 16 points, 4 of 8 from beyond the line. Here is Nelson Ododa, tough finish, and gets one of those much-needed layups that coach was saying they were missing.
I love that finish from Nelson Ododa. Started on the right side and then pivoted along the baseline to finish on the left.
Allen up top. Cardoso trying to carve out some real estate down low. Reese had 4 assists in the first half. Dumps it off. Cardoso. Power dribble goes right up.
Strong. There by Cardoso. Post-to-post passes.
Charles, how many times have we seen that in her illustrious career?
Not enough. I love watching Tina Charles play. One of my all-time favorites. And talking to her yesterday, you can see how she's one of the best legends that...
Charles now with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Mabry down low, trying to muscle one up. Blocked by Allen. Excellent defense. Nurse ahead. Gets past the secondary for an easy lay-in.
I love that pass from Ariel Atkins, who puts up her hands, ball up the floor. Those are those easy layups the Sky have been begging to get this season.
That's something Bears fans hope they see this NFL season as well. Here it is, Charles at the foul line. Another jumper, no good. Nelson Ododa poked away.
With her right now, guys, but I'll keep you updated to see if she goes in the game.
Yeah, thanks, Tiffany. Mabry catching fire, 3. Oh, popcorn's in, her 5th triple of the afternoon.
For Mabry to get open.
She came into this game 5th in the W with 23 made threes. She now sits at 28 and have a feeling moving up that list.
And she told us yesterday she felt like she hadn't been shooting the 3 as well this season, that she knows she's capable of doing better, but today, been lights out.
That's going to be a foul on Nelson, a point, in case you heard some background noise right there. Very adamant about that. Atkins off target, no good. Nelson Ododa, who just picked up. Mabry scurries down the floor, trying to beat the defense back on their heels. Charles catches in traffic. Fading away off one leg. Mabry skirts on the baseline, picks up the rebound. Mabry this time knocks Nurse off balance. Charles can't hit it, and the physicality started to turn up a notch here.
And the other thing is Mabry and Charles log a lot of minutes, so sometimes there can be a little bit of a lull in that 3rd quarter.
Another nice find. Allen off the handoff, flips it over to Nurse. Cardoso catch, kept the pivot foot down, but it...
Mabry has to value the ball a little bit more in that possession.
Allen with the interception. Cardoso, the catch on the baseline, back up top. Chicago will reset. Nurse calling for a screen. Atkins, 7 to shoot. Cardoso rolls, catch. Cardoso over the top, can't get it. Reese fights for the rebound, and a foul, and this time gets a little chippy, and a shove on Nelson Ododa. And listen, this arena, typically we'll see some ringside fights, and Charles this time trying to fight through the official, points a long finger in the face of Reese. We said it. The temperature was rising during this 3rd quarter. It is evident in that last exchange as both teams walk to their respective corners as the words go back and forth, and nothing but smiles from Atkins. Uses the Reese screen. Cross-court pass, intercepted, but Reese scoops it up. Then Reese tries to leave it off for Onyewere.
Oh, Hartley actually went up to Reese, looked like she apologized again and gave her a pat on the back, guys. So bygones be bygones.
Works for us. Physicality remains, and the chippiness is calm. And now it's Charles versus Reese, and that's going to be another foul against Reese, her 3rd. And let's see, how did the Sky try to find that equilibrium that they were able to do in the 1st quarter?
Back into the game, can they get a good set offensively?
Charles connects on both free throws. He's got 12 points. Defended by Charles now. Reese, the drive, kicks it out. Van Lith thought about it. 10 to shoot. Van Lith running. Short. Gets her own miss. Onyewere muscling into the paint. Strong tank. And the Chicago bench has been sensational in this game.
I love that take from Onyewere. Just really strong, like you said. Dipped that shoulder, got a little separation. She's a bigger guard in this league.
Hartley flips it back to Mabry. She's had the hot hand. In and out dribble. Tosses a pass to Charles. Charles, 1-2 step, drops in. She's got 14.
That is Sosa with her hands straight up.
Van Lith, hesitation dribble, flips it up. Fouled by Charles on the help defense. So Hailey Van Lith, you mentioned showing the aggressiveness with the club of 5 Elite Eights in 5 years in college basketball. Of course, started her career at Louisville, played with Angel in a given game. The challenge of staying ready and then producing when you step on the floor.
It's such a challenge, and then you're just adjusting to the game, the physicality, the pace. And also Hailey Van Lith playing the point guard. I
want to run more of the point. We have to make sure as a team, if we face adversity, we have to be able to fight through it, especially with some of our young core.
And really offensively, sometimes that looks as simple as getting the best shot, taking a great shot and not a good shot.
Atkins from Reese fires the 3. It's short. Excellent box in transition. Looking to push the pace. Mabry gets the handoff. And that's a travel on Onyemwere. Nice find. Reese gathers. Reese goes up a little too strong. Nelson Ododa closes out the possession.
And that's only the 4th shot attempt by Angel Reese.
And a foul punch off the bench here for Chicago.
6 points, 2 of 3. So I felt that she's done a good job of both.
Nelson Ododa misses the second. 3-point lead quarter. Both teams at 2-7. First of 4 matchups between these two teams on the season. Atkins whips a pass to Reese. Shot clock at 6. Onyemwere fouled on the drive, and they're going to count the basket. Onyemwere in her 5th year out of UCLA has a season high of 5 points in just 3 minutes. For Connecticut, their offense is stalled out a little bit here. They've gone a couple of minutes without a field goal. Here's Sheldon waiting for Mabry to come off the screen. Catch, shoots. Reese with another board, number 9 for her. Reese, strong drive right into the chest of Nelson.
Off 2 feet and just give a little shot fake. You know she wants to block your shot. Get the defense up in the air and then find an angle to finish.
Atkins, long 2, no good. Reese, offensive rebound for her 10th. Gets the foul and the bucket. Angel Reese guiding Chicago. Rebounds, 8 points, 7 assists. Now with 9 points. Plenty of time left for her to get a potential triple-double, already at a career-high 7 assists. Charles, the finger roll, no good. Williams fights for the board. Wants to try and push it. Crossover dribble, draws 3. Reese up top. She'll try the triple.
Earlier. I thought there was another option down low.
But she generates the steal, and right now Atkins is still at the opposite free throw line. Williams fouled by Charles, but it's said, keep an eye on Williams. She is somebody that can really help give us a boost.
Of operating the baseline and relocating for her guards to find her.
Williams was the 4th overall pick in 2015 by Connecticut. It's over 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, and that's going to be a foul off the... Charles wants the 3, and the vet buries it.
Tina can do it all. She shoots 33% from the 3 this season.
17 points. And then this time in the W in scoring in her 14th season. Still with plenty of vigor, as I like to say, after chatting with her.
Plenty.
Van Lith, the left-handed drive. Hailey Van Lith showing out this after.
Getting to her dominant hand. Nice finish in the paint.
With the absence of Courtney Vandersloot, Rachel Banham has also shared that load a little bit for Chicago.
Banham and Kia Nurse have consistently played the 2 position over the course of their careers. Hailey, and one of the best scoring point guards we saw in the country.
Yeah, she averaged just over 15 points per game. She now has a season high 8. Banham, backdoor cut. A little smooch off the wall.
Deny Banham the basketball on the 3 because of how great a shooter she is. That time, she takes what the defense gives and attacks backdoor.
Hartley to the corner. Allen. No good on the 3. Volleyballed alive. Mabry chases it down. Diaby run a two-man game with Mabry. They send two defenders. Nice find. Ball is moving. Charles sinks another jumper.
Just shuffled over a few feet to make herself available at the free throw line.
Ariel Atkins back out on the court, on the sideline with ice on the side of her head, on her ear. And Onyewere, no good.
The rebound.
Oh, but Reese with another rebound.
Huge competitor.
First one's good for Reese. She's got it's her fifth double-double of the season. It's both free throws. More here in the third quarter. But a 10-second differential between shot and game. Mabry trying to get it to Diaby, and 12 seconds left. Van Lith up top, defended by Allen. Here comes a pair of screens for Van Lith. Hesitation dribble. Onyewere nearly loses it. Banham eyeing the clock. The long three, no good, but Chicago maintains control of this game. A 5-point lead.
J.C. Sheldon active on the outside. You'll put Chicago in rotations, which is what you want to do.
Angel Reese, 10 rebounds, 11 points, 7 assists. Onyewere spinning. What a finish.
All from head coach Tyler Marsh. Why not post up Mabry and get Onyewere, who's been knocking down shots today, a high percentage look?
26-2 advantage for Chicago from their bench. Allen, tough take, can't get her own miss. Rebound. Banham comes off the Reese screen. Reese rolling, another dish. Williams to the cup, and Chicago in perfect rhythm right now.
It's getting too easy for Angel Reese. Even before the rotations are made. Beautiful dump off to Williams.
The scorebook has 9 assists at the moment for Angel Reese. That's going to be an offensive foul against Diaby. Williams stuck her chin right against Chicago.
She has played such a complete game of basketball up until this point.
12 to shoot. Van Lith draws 2. Excellent defense from Connecticut. Hartley shoots the gap. Numbers for Hartley. The Euro step and the finish off the glass.
That's a great coast-to-coast bucket from Bria Hartley. And Haley Van Lith now should probably expect to see double teams on the drives. But I love that, though. This time, what does she do? Reject the screen. Go away from the defense.
Van Lith in 16 minutes of action, 9 points, 3 rebounds. That's a NBA season comes off the heels of the college season and how quickly they got to adjust.
Now, I'll tell you, one of the first things I actually thought about when Courtney Vandersloot went down is that Haley Van Lith wouldn't get to learn as much from her and absorb that information from a vet. But I'm sure Sloot is somewhere watching this game, really proud of what Haley Van Lith is showing from the point guard position.
Charles misses the hook shot. She had 11 points in the third quarter. Here's Van Lith again, right down the paint. The floater trickles in. Haley Van Lith. Now, and Tiffany, how about the encouragement from Angel towards her former LSU teammate?
Oh, yeah, lots of it. There was a moment there on the bench where Angel...
Reese as Marina Mabry heads to the line after getting fouled by Banham. And this is where Mabry talked about it, where if my team is down, I need to start handling the ball more at the point. And with 7:39 left in this game, still enough time for a comeback, but they're going to have to be very efficient moving forward.
Definitely not time to panic, but to me, where it starts for Connecticut is on the defensive end. Can they get a stop?
Connecticut putting the very quick defensive-minded Sheldon on Van Lith, who's had no issues getting to the cup the last couple of possessions.
Oh, nice.
Williams, the show and go. It's a no, but Angel with the rebound.
And smart by Haley Van Lith. You don't see anything open right away, run your offense.
Van Lith crossover, Banham open in the corner, sails over the rim.
It's a good look, though. Rachel Banham catch and shoot in the 3. Any coach.
Hartley right into the body of Van Lith, and she takes the choke in the Chicago sky with how well Van Lith has been playing.
And I tell you what, of course Haley Van Lith is feeling good. She's being productive. Her team is winning. But also the momentum and the confidence that gives her team.
Atkins, a huge triple. And the lead is now 12.
Execution because Connecticut went into a zone on that possession. So Atkins lined it up from the outside.
Hartley whips a pass back to Nelson Ododa. Here is Mabry, 8 to shoot, driving on Onyenwere, tries to create a little separation, no good on the shot, rebound to Cardoso.
It's important to note for Connecticut how tougher the shots for Tina Charles and Marina Mabry get as time winds down here.
Chicago, 7 of 18 from 3, shooting 39%. They came into this game shooting under 30% from 3. As a team, Reese, cross-court pass deflected off the hand of Mabry. Van Lith has to put it up, and she does not beat the shot clock. Just that's the Mystics and Mercury. Chance for some home cooking for a team that has been on the road here for a couple of games. Nelson Ododa, drive, fouled by Cardoso. Needs to work off the ball here in these half-court sets. Hartley, step back 3, no good off the heel. Charles, easy rebound. Mabry, quick trigger once again, no good for her. Bit of a lid on the...
Those are those open looks that she feels like she needs to hit.
Atkins looking to operate. Atkins, Van Lith, the pump fake, nearly lost her balance, foul by Hartley.
So now the paint, the Red Sea has parted, and they've been attacking the gut.
Van Lith for 3, no good. And Angel has been 5 to shoot. Pressures on Chicago. Cardoso, foul line jumper, no good. Nelson Ododa, the rebound.
If you're Connecticut, this is an important possession. You need a bucket here.
Foul trouble for both teams. Just under 5 minutes left to play in this game, and we have a foul sinking in for both squads. Charles lines up the jumper, no good. Van Lith hounded by Sheldon. She falls to the deck. Has to pick up her dribble, and then we have a timeout. Reese, Cardoso, Atkins, and Van Lith all in double figures this afternoon. Hartley, step back 3, it's short. Connecticut now 7 of 21 from the field here in the second half.
And I don't love that possession because at this point in the game, Marina Mabry needs to have the ball in her hands. Tina Charles needs to get a touch.
Van Lith outside, Atkins whips it around. Open look, Onyenwere, no good.
And you got to go in transition. You got to start to think score quickly here.
Going back to what Mabry said in the meeting yesterday, she wants to try and run the point in these late game situations. Nelson Ododa, though, getting a much needed basket for Connecticut.
Beautiful finish. Nice step. Happy to have her back. She brings so much activity on both sides of the basketball.
The comfort and composure of Van Lith running the show here in the absence of Vandersloot for the season.
And Tyler Marr showing full confidence in her. She has played the majority of this
Her first career triple-double, just the second in the W this year, and it's the first Sky triple-double.
But her having it with assists and the way she's facilitated today, she has taken her game up another level.
Her career high in assists coming into this game was 4. Mabry has to put it up. Desperation heave. Cardoso the rebound. 14-point advantage for Chicago. Just over 2 minutes left. Have responded with tremendous energy in this one. Hartley shoots the gap. 2-on-1 opportunity. Hartley with the left hand and an easy lay.
A tough stretch playing the Liberty and the Dream on the East Coast. Coming into Connecticut.
Van Lith, again, that crossover just gets her so wide open off the dribble. 5 seconds left to shoot. Reese, Van Lith, the rookie. Oh, the youngster.
What a timely spark, a timely game from Hailey Van Lith. We're still so early in the season. Only the 10th game for both of these teams. But a good sign to see HBL figuring it out.
Nelson Ododa, nice fake. Sheldon rips down the rebound, goes right back up with it. Now,
I'm going to prophesize that at the end of the season, J.C. Sheldon will be the 3rd player in double figures for the Sun. I believe that she has that in her bag to be able to consistently play both sides of the basketball and score in double figures.
This time, scoops up the loose change, feeds it to Hartley. Hartley blocked by Van Lith. Sheldon this time.
So Connecticut Sun is going to play to the very end.
Van Lith hits another tough one. And you see the smile on her face as she...
To the end. I love it. I love what I'm seeing from Hailey Van Lith.
36 bench points for Chicago to just 2 for Connecticut. Cardoso with the block, and that might put a bow on it. Chicago comes into town. They were 2-7. They were fighting adversity. Injuries of their star players, but the bench and Angel Reese put together a titanic performance, and the sky is clear for Chicago as they get the win. So for Isis